Large Brent crude sell orders appeared 4 times before major U.S. Israel-Iran conflict announcements, with April trades totaling about $2.1 billion. The mysterious whales made angle matters because the issue is not whale size alone. It is repeated timing before market-moving announcements. The tension is whether Brent futures trades turns into a durable change or simply a sharp data point. That is why the first read should stay close to the confirmed numbers. 2.1 be April trades, 2.6 be total pattern, and the immediate checkpoint around CFTC inquiry. For a market structure story, the useful readout is how capital, liquidity, rates, or risk appetite changes after the first move. The reason to keep watching is that the next checkpoint can change the meaning of the first move. The baseline matters because the broader pattern includes about $2.6 billion in trades across late March and April, with one April 22 order hitting minutes before a ceasefire extension announcement. The key baseline details are Brent futures and ICE CME data, which give the story scale without requiring speculation. This scene grounds the viewer before the mechanism takes over. If the baseline changes, the rest of the story changes with it, because the consequence depends on whether those confirmed details keep holding. The most important baseline split is between what is already visible and what still needs confirmation from the next public signal. That scope keeps the segment focused on the mechanism that actually changes outcomes. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Mechanically, institutional-scale futures trades can move prices quickly, and exchange records reveal the account identities to regulators even when the public cannot see them. That is the working engine behind mysterious whales made, and it explains why the event cannot be read only as a surface move. In this case, the mechanism connects 2.1 be April trades with CFTC inquiry. When that connection weakens, the story becomes less about the initial number and more about whether the system, market, or policy process can absorb stress. That mechanism is the reason a viewer should watch process quality, not just the largest number in the story. The practical effect lands on the pattern matters for crypto because prediction markets showed a smaller parallel, with stablecoin-based bets placed before related ceasefire news. For viewers, the useful question is who actually has to react: users, traders, issuers, regulators, operators, or institutions. Here, oil whales sits at the center of that reaction, while CFTC shapes the next practical step. The consequence is strongest where the event changes access, trust, liquidity, compliance planning, or the cost of making a decision. That makes the impact measurable through behavior, not through hype around the topic. The unresolved part is the timing looks suspicious, but the legal question is what the traders knew and whether the information was obtained improperly. That limit matters because the confirmed facts do not automatically prove the most aggressive interpretation. The safer split is to treat 2.6b total pattern as established context, while leaving the unresolved part open until a stronger signal appears. That keeps the story useful without turning a partial data point into a conclusion. The open point should remain separate from the confirmed facts until a filing, market move, patch, data release, or official action closes the gap. If later evidence changes the read, the story should adjust around that evidence. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The next signal is whether the CFTC obtains exchange data, identifies accounts, and expands the investigation across related markets. For mysterious whales made, that is the point where the story either gains confirmation or stays stuck as an unresolved market, policy, security, or adoption question. The practical readout is to follow CFTC inquiry alongside the supporting details: 70K Polymarket and 2.1 be April trades. If that next signal arrives, the story moves. If it does not, the only confirmed position is the one already visible in the evidence. The viewer should leave with one concrete checkpoint, not a prediction about where the market or policy process must go.